All right. Take 4. I just tested the audio with take 3 and my mic sounded good. So it had darn well better sound good here in take number 4 or there are going to be some problems. We're going to riot. Hello and welcome. You missed all the intro. You missed me cursing out XLG cuz I've deleted that now cuz he's the one who brought how terrible my mic sounded to me. So hopefully we don't sound so terrible. Let me get the audio sharing so there's a little background music going on here. It's the uplink soundtrack, which is what it was before. See, it says uplink. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elazabar. We're trying this again. And you know what? I'm going to just pull up the stream. You're going to get an echo. Now, I apologize for the echo, but I need to know do I sound okay. I'm super paranoid right now, all right? You just got to understand with me. I need to know do I sound okay. I'm super paranoid right now, all right? All right, I sound fine. Great. Hello and welcome. Let me oh shoot. Let me actually pull that back up so I can get a URL and we can go tweet out some stuffs and things. Let's see. Oh, let's try this new comic book day stream thing again with the StreamYard whatever microphone issues resolved. All right, now just because I like it, we're going to blast out the 30-second countdown. Then we'll get started, all right? All right, hello and welcome. My host, Lizabar. And it's New Comic Book Day. Take number 4. I think I already said that, but we're back here again with take number 4. And maybe this time, this frickin' time, it's going to work. We already kind of looked at this book, and frankly, I didn't find it all that interesting. We got like a guy shooting like green laser beams or something, fighting a guy named Mud who wears a brown costume. And looks like a typical screen filling kind of hero. You know the type. There's one in like every Image Comics team because they want to draw backgrounds. It's like, yeah, you know what? We got a guy with big chest. Then we don't need to do anything else. Oh, hey, that's Commissioner Gordon on the cover. That's how you know it's quality. And that's Lucius Fox or something. I don't know. Looks like we're just ripping off people. So we ain't even gonna look at this thing on this stream. What? Ever. Hey, Ethereal Dragon. Welcome to take number 4. If you weren't here for the other takes, that's great. Then you can just pretend this isn't take number 4 and this is in fact take number 1. So, when you go to Graham Cracker Comics on a Wednesday, you get 3 free books out of the dollar bin. That's one of them. My shop man picked that out for me. He also picked this thing out for me, which super glossy, has like chromium under the gloss. Like this thing is just, it's encased in plastic, dude. It is literally encased in plastic. You don't get much more 90s than whatever is going on here. Like chromium cover, half naked women, guns, and it's high impact. Like this is the epitome of 90s. In fact, look at all of the different artists that worked in this. Page 1 through 9 and 11, 10, 12 to 23. Printed in Canada, though. Say, printed in Canada, down at the bottom. It's all very 90s. That's definitely some digital coloring going on here. Pretty early digital coloring, too. It does not look that great. Look at that green to red gradient back there. I don't know. I already mentioned Jim Gordon. We're not looking at this book anymore. I looked at this on attempt number 1 at this stream, and I don't want to look at the book anymore because it didn't look interesting at all. But his name is Mud. We can put it on this cover if you prefer. Because apparently we got like a flip cover thing going on. For whatever reason. Oh, this cover's got a scuff in it. Right there. Look at that. She should put on a shirt or something. Oh, she just ate a door to the face. Whack. Whack. So there's apparently 2 artists on this book, but if you told me, if I didn't like read that on the cover, I never would have known that there were in fact 2 artists on this book. I don't know. High impact does not look very high impact to me. It just looks like a book from the 90s. All right, what else we got over here? I'm gonna try to hustle because we're about 20 minutes, or I'm sorry, we're about 40 minutes past where we should have like been at because of the stupid stream difficulties. So we got to keep moving here. Oh no, I don't want to show that one. That's one I paid for. Where's the other free book? Ah, there's the other free book. Continuing with my Malibu Comics, slowly picking those up for free collection that I got going on. The Man Called Axe, issue number 2, Marv Wolfman. So it's got like one recognizable name on it, but if it's anything like issue 3, it's just kind of mediocre. Dude, look at all these guns sticking them out of the window. Oh! Pew, 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 pew. Oh, they're not pew-pewing, they're bamming. And then they're zwitting. Zwit, 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 zwit. They look like lasers, man. They don't look like they're shooting their firearms. Why are they going bam? This looks pretty stereotypically 90s. It very much does. Wow. Liz, it's me. Jack told me what you said to him last week. When you gave him up, you said you weren't going to guilt trip him into wanting to live with you. Dan, I'm sorry, I miss him so much. Oh, harsh. Wow, we got some weird personal issues going on in this book. Which, I don't remember that blonde character at all from issue number 3, but it's also been a couple of years since I read issue number 3, so who knows what's actually in issue number 3. Alright, on to things I actually paid for. I picked up Mighty Barbarians issue number 2. The first one was okay and kind of interesting, and it had Cole the Conqueror in it, so I thought, hey, maybe issue number 2 might be kind of cool. We're definitely like ripping off pop culture for the magic use over here. That's got to be Morgan Le Fay. I mean, it's kind of like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen set like 500 years ago. There's like the premise of it is there's like some kind of multi-world devouring thing going around, taking over people, and King Arthur's like, yo, or I'm sorry, Merlin's like, yo, babe, I'm banging. Why don't you go deal with it? Or maybe Arthur was. I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. But I see lots of really cool looking stuff in this book, and I'm kind of excited for it. Man, I was in such a great mood, and now I'm not. Now I'm not. Alright. I don't want to look at that book too long. Like, I'm going to spoil it, and I don't want to spoil it for myself. I want to enjoy the book. So we're just setting it aside. And that kind of goes for all the other 2 books I paid for. Because I got Vampiro. Wow. Elvira in Monsterland here. The other Elvira miniseries have all been a hoot. I expect this one to be. I'm not quite sure how she's going to end up in Monsterland. But obviously she will because it's the title of the book. Oh, are we recapping? Oh, we're setting stuff up. That's Vlad Dracula from the first miniseries coming back to haunt her some more. Oh, look at that. He's in Dracula. Is that supposed to be Carl Kolchak? Where's that Renfield? That's Renfield, okay. Don't go with him, Bella. He's the original Fangster. Da 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 da. So what is the plot to this? Dracula's like getting a bunch of monsters together? Oh, is it all gonna be Universal monsters? That would be a hoot. I like the way these books look, man. They're always pretty pleasing to the eyes. Looking forward to reading that one. What else we got that has monsters or should have monsters in it? That's right. House of Slaughter. And last issue had a terrifying, terrible betrayal in it. So I'm kind of expecting a similar terrifying betrayal. Yep, this isn't looking good for our whatever his name is. Not looking good at all. Oh, look at that. Is that yeah, it's somebody who's dead. Whatever. He's going through post-traumatic stress again. But a little bit later, it looks like he's slaughtering the slaughterers, or I'm sorry, the butchers, and he's got an axe for a hand. I'm sold on the book, on the premise of this dude has an axe for a hand. All right, that's all I got to say. There we go. Again, I don't want to flip through it too much because I don't want to spoil it. But now you're thinking, all right, Dr. Lazabar, PhD, surely that's it, right? That's the last book you paid for? Well, you're almost right. You are almost right. I got one more. I got one more for you. Hey, Jackson Zelda. Hold on, let me put that up on screen. Dude, you kind of caught me like I'm trying to rush the stream here a little bit. Because I was streaming, and we were troubleshooting on the stream, and the mic just was not getting better. So, but I'm glad to hear you liked it. Yeah, that Conan book looked like it would be a nice start to a Conan series. No lie. So, I got this at the dollar store. So this is $1.25. They sell comic books at the dollar store. Who knew? I never even heard of this, except I've bought some of their toys before from that same line, and I went ahead and I bought a couple today. Because they're like cool little alien dudes. So it looks like we can actually get into this back here. This looks like a self-sealing comic book bag. It is! Bro. We ain't even got to cut this puppy open. I can just slide a board down in here, and it's self-bagged. How cool is that? I think that's pretty cool. The origin story. Final faction, first impact. We're going to flip through this. I have no idea if this is going to be like cool or not. And honestly, I've certainly bought worse comic books for more money than what I'm seeing here. It's got a very 80s feel to it. I mean, she looks kind of like the Baroness, you know? He's got a cool cyborg arm. Like, did you guys even know this was a comic book? Oh, there's the little robot dog toy that they have. Oh, it's actually got a chihuahua inside, so it's a chihuahua wearing a mech suit. I didn't know that. Hey, this robot dude here, I got him somewhere. I bought him today. Where did it go? Is this it? No, that's a human dude. Ah, here he is. I totally bought that robot dude that's over here. I thought he's kind of cool looking. We're going to crack this open, man. I don't buy toys to, like, keep them in their packaging. So I got no compunction about just cracking this son of a gun open. Okay. They're about as articulated as figures go as, like, the old school Star Wars figures are. Each limb moves, like, up and down. We got a rotating head. We got a rotating head. Now, these figures, you know, because they're so cheap, they don't actually come with guns or anything. You have to buy, like, the equipment pack separately. But that's okay. So this is a cool little dude. You have no idea how excited this is, or how exciting this is for me. We stand up. Oh, stand up. Let's crack open the other toys that go with this book. The book itself looks okay. Like, it looks like this is probably, wow, kind of fun. This dude is named Sergeant Ruck. I got him because he had the cool little eyes thing, you know, little, like Dragon Ball Scouter or something going on there. Let's see, something fell. There were two pieces. Here's the other piece. He's got like a backpack or something. Oh, maybe the backpack turns up like that? And then I guess this goes like on his arm? No, that doesn't seem right. go here. He's got like a shoulder gun to go with his little scouter dude. Oh, he does. Check that out. Come on, man. For like $1.25, that ain't bad. I would have loved these when I was a kid. My parents would have loved these when I was a kid. $1.25 for a little action figure. That ain't bad. Like the equivalent to these when I was a kid still would have been like $5. Like you get to 1990 and G.I. Joes were like $5. We got this dude is Crepitus. He's a cool little alien, my dude. He's got some accessories and stuff, but the aliens, I guess they're aliens. Maybe they're like Final Faction cartoon details. There's a cartoon. I guess there's a cartoon. So what's the guy? He's got like swords. Oh yeah, they're like little arm swords, huh? It doesn't want to go in. There we go. The round peg went in the round hole. I probably got these like upside down or backwards or something. He's got this thing, which I'm not sure how to actually put whatever this is on him. There's no peg. Yeah, I don't know what this is. We'll just leave that there for now. So cool little alien guy. And then, you won't believe this, but for the same price as the figures, they got little vehicles. This is what happens, man. The dollar store here, dollar stores up here, I should say, have been closed for basically like 6 months, man. So this is my first time going. So it looks like you got to put this guy together, and when you do, you get like a little rover type deal, which is kind of cool. One thing about this product line is if you want like guns and stuff, they're sold separately. So I would have had to bought like a little gun pack to go with my little ATV. That's okay. I just bought it because it was like fun, man. It was like fun and it was cheap. Like these are the prices of toys from before I was a kid, like when my brother was a kid. I don't even know how you can sell this stuff for $1.25. I wonder what this stuff cost originally. The aliens had a cool little vehicle too. The Rumbler. Kind of get a little look at it there. Not the best look. And it too is just a bundle of plastic. And I don't even think there's an instruction set. Oh, yeah, there is. It's down in there. It's down in there. Maybe I'll put these together on like a video or something where we talk about the Final Faction toys. I don't know. I don't know. It was just a little something different, man. You know, usually like the only toys I got are like Godzilla's. So kind of mixing it up a little bit here. And it ties in because I literally got their comic book right here. Related to comic books, you know, I was in the dollar store, so yeah, I kind of went a little crazy. They had these like little bag clips, like they hang off of backpacks and stuff for the Transformers. So I got some of these things. If I can actually get it out of here, the plastic don't want to tear. Well, okay, I'm not going to try to get it out right now. That'll probably take too long. But they had Megatron. Oh no, where'd he go? Where'd he go? I'm missing one. There he is. They had Megatron. They had Soundwave. Optimus Prime. And Bumblebee. That's right. This looks like it's tilted a little bit or something. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, we're rolling, man. They also had like some little Justice League standee figures for $1. So I got that's like Michael Keaton Batman right there. It's not really showing up that great. There's a lot of glare here. I got a little Superman too while I was at it. And to kind of round out that shopping trip, there we go, to the dollar store. They also had, apparently somebody wrote a sequel to the Andromeda Strain. So I was like, whatever. I'm going to buy that. I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but I like Michael Crichton. I like the Andromeda Strain. And looking at the inside, it does look kind of like a Michael Crichton book. So I'm hoping that's going to be pretty good. So that's everything I picked up today on New Comic Book Day. 7 comic books, some little toy things, and a novel at the dollar store. Oh, and I got gifted these like little Noah's Ark themed playing cards too. I already opened up the deck. They're kind of nice. The box they're in isn't. The box they're in's kind of cheap. And it's not going to hold up. But the cards themselves, I like the little arc back on them and stuff. Pretty cool. And then I think the kings are like Noah and his sons, which is nice. Thanks, Jackson Zelda. We'll go through the books real quick for you here before I dip out. Because I don't want to just like leave you. Like I don't think you were here when I was looking at some of the other books. So let me rewind a little bit. Let's see, just put that down here. Get these little dudes out of the way. Come on, little dudes. It's just some fun stuff, you know. I don't go crazy too often when it comes to buying things. I love the fact that the thing's already self-bagged. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. All right, so we already looked at Final Faction here. The stuff I got for free. I got this. My shop man picked it out for me. He does that sometimes. He's like, Elizabeth likes really weird and garbage stuff. And I took a look at this on the first time I streamed. I tried to stream tonight, and I was not too impressed with the book. Maybe it's crazier than it looks, but so far it's just like a guy shooting green stuff out of his eyes versus a guy wearing brown. And they have a fight, and it doesn't look all that interesting, to be honest. The most interesting part is probably the cover, because I'm looking at this and I'm like seeing Jim Gordon, which, hold on, Ethereal Dragon pointed that out as soon as he got on stream. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to show. That's what I wanted to show. And also I speculated that was like Lucius Fox, which maybe that's Barbara Gordon. Like, I don't know. Like, this is looking kind of like we got like half of like the Batman cast in this book. It's kind of weird. Then we had this, which is maybe about as 90s as you can get. It's got a little scratch here. Part of the plastic came off of this cover, but it's a totally chromium cover enveloped in I never heard of any of these before. The interior looks pretty darn 90s. It's got that bad early digital coloring. It's got kind of poor line art. And where's that guy with the guns? Hold on. Let me find the dude with all the guns. Yeah, here we go. And it's got like this guy who's just here to look really cool and machine gun people. Kind of rocking the Snake Eyes kind of look when you think about it. Don't know anything about either of those books. The other book I got for free, continuing my Malibu collection, was this. Marv Wolfman wrote it. It's not a... I got issue 3. It wasn't particularly compelling. But it looks okay. Yeah, I already have issue 3. I don't know if I did a review of issue 3. I probably didn't. Very 90. Very 90s. Like, you can't tell me that guy's not just Cable. Like, that's just Cable, dude. It's Cable. He's out here shooting people. And then we had like some weird interpersonal family dynamic stuff going on here. I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. This lady's like calling her son, and then the son's adopted family's like, you need to stop calling. Which prompts her to cry. Then I don't know if you saw the stuff I actually paid for. I'm not going to flip through it again. But I picked up the next issue of Mighty Barbarians. It was okay. Like, I think that's what my review of issue number 1 said was, yeah, this is probably okay. So I went for issue number 2. And of course, I'm like hooked on these Elvira books. So I got Elvira in Monsterland, which it looks like Vlad the Impaler, aka the actual Dracula, is kidnapping Universal monsters out of their movies. So he must have the magic remote from the previous miniseries. In any case, it looks like it's going to be fun. I'm probably going to laugh a bunch, or at least chuckle sensibly. And then the last book, I think you came in when we had this one, was House of Slaughter 15. Hopes Barbarians get... I hope so too, man. I'm on the fence, but I had it added to my pool, you know? And House of Slaughter 15, I don't really want to look at it too much, but dude finally replaces his stump with an axe. Sold. Sold on that. And of course, we can't forget Final Faction, First Impact, which comes in a resealable bag. How cool is that? Dude, like this resealable bag would cost you like $0.25 if you just bought this bag from a store. It's wild. Band Dessinée. So I don't know anything about like this series, but apparently they've got a cartoon and all kinds of stuff going on. And I'm really interested in checking out more and learning more. Would you like to know more? Hold on. Why did the music stop? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, here we go. Like, this is just kind of how I'm feeling after discovering that there's a comic book that goes with this silly toy line. Alright, I know we kind of went through this all at a breakneck kind of pace here, but that's because we had half the time. I do need to go. Oh, and while I was in there, I also bought some cheap rubber balls, because you never know when you want to just throw a ball at something. But that's not really comic booky or nerdy or anything. That's just me being like, I like to throw stuff, alright? And I like to do it safely. So, I don't remember if I said it, but like the dollar stores up here have been closed for a long time. And so it just happened to be I was going out to dinner, and I saw somebody go in one. So after that, I had to go in one. You all take care of yourselves. Hey, thank you for popping in, Jackson Zelda. I'm so happy you did. So happy you did. I'm happy you did. I'm happy Ethereal Dragon did. It's a shame XLG missed the better part of this, because I was mean to him earlier, and I shouldn't have been. And I'm formally and publicly apologizing for being a jerk. None of it was his fault. None of it was my fault. It was just StreamYard doing the audio poorly. And I kind of picked on him, and I shouldn't have. Anyway, you all have a great evening, a great, rest of your Wednesday. I hope you have a great Thursday. In fact, I just hope things go great for all of you out there. Active chatters, lurkers, people that are checking this out later. And if you made it this far to the end, please give me like a like, just kind of as a little bit of pity for me here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Take care of yourselves. And this was the Uplink soundtrack, by the way, in case you didn't know. That was playing in the background. Great game. You should check that game out. I got a playthrough of it or two on my channel somewhere if you want to watch. Bye-bye, and take care of yourselves.